Drill through and blind holes at an angle using swivel table of drilling machine.
Hi, my name is Deepthi. There are several advantages of using a swivel table drilling machine. First, it allows the operator to drill holes at any angle, which can be helpful when working with materials that are not perfectly flat. Second, the operator can drill blind holes. A blind hole is a hole that does not go all the way through the workpiece. When drilling blind holes in a workpiece using a swivel table, the table can be adjusted to the desired angle or rotation to ensure that the hole is drilled at the correct depth and angle. In this video, we will be discussing about the drilling through and blind holes at an angle using swivel table of drilling machine. Come, let's go into the video.
At the end of this demonstration, you will be able to file surface and right angle and check with tri-square, file to size maintaining an accuracy plus or minus 0.02 mm, align the job for angular drilling, drill angular through hole, drill angular blind hole. Tools required: steel rule 300 mm. A steel rule is a measuring instrument that is used to take accurate measurements of the length, width, and thickness of various components. Scriber. A scriber is a marking tool that is used to make accurate lines on metal surfaces. Punch. A punch is a marking tool that is used to create indentations and other markings on metal surfaces. Ball-peen hammer. A ball-peen hammer is used to shape and form metal components, such as by bending or flattening a piece of metal or by shaping it into a specific form or contour. Hacksaw frame with blade. A hacksaw frame is used along with a blade to cut metals of different sections and is specified by the type and maximum length of the blade that can be fixed. Smooth file. A smooth file is a type of file that has a cutting surface that is much finer than rough or bastard files. It is used for fine shaping, smoothing, and finishing work on metal components after initial roughing out work has been done with coarser files. Drill bits required size. Drill bits are a common tool used by fitters for drilling holes into various materials such as metals. Tri-square. A tri-square is a measuring tool used in metalworking to check the accuracy of right angles and to mark straight lines. It is a simple but essential tool for anyone working with metal or other materials. Spirit level. To use a spirit level, the tool is placed on the surface of object being checked and the position of the bubble is observed. If the bubble is centered between the lines on the vial, the surface or object is level or plumb. Machines required. Drilling machine. A bench drilling machine typically consists of a base, a column, a table, and a spindle. The spindle is mounted vertically and is driven by an electric motor which rotates a cutting tool such as a drill bit. Materials required. Mild steel. MS SQ 25 x 25 x 80 mm. A swivel table is a device that can be attached to a drilling machine. It allows the user to drill holes at an angle, which can be helpful when trying to reach a specific spot or avoid obstacles. They are also useful for making curved patterns when using a drilling machine that supports swivels. Check the raw material for its size. Mark the required size and cut by hacksawing. File to size 75 x 24 x 24 mm and check with vernier caliper. Mark the given dimension for drilling location as per size by using vernier height gauge. Punch on correct locations of drills. Hold the workpiece in the machine horizontally by keeping the parallel blocks under the workpiece to avoid drill bit tips touching the metal base of machine vise. Check with spirit level. Clamp the machine vise to the drilling machine universal table. Lock and arrest the table rotation in Z-axis. Tilt the drilling machine table at an angle of 15 degree, lock it and drill hole to the required depth. Align the spindle center and hole location using a locating pin. Center drill the hole till it reaches the formation of a cone. Drill a diameter 8 mm to a depth of 12 mm as shown in drawing using depth bar. Align the spindle center to another hole location. Center drill the hole. Slowly feed the center drill till it reaches the formation of cone. Drill a diameter 10 mm to full depth. Deburr and clean the job. Apply thin layer of oil and preserve it for evaluation. Here you can find how does angular drilling of through and blind holes. Angular drilling is a type of drilling operation in which a hole is drilled into a workpiece at an angle to its surface rather than perpendicular to it. This can be used for drilling both through holes which pass completely through the workpiece and blind holes which do not. To drill an angled through hole, the drill bit is positioned at the desired angle relative to the workpiece and is fed through the material until it emerges on the other side. The angle can be set using a variety of tools such as an adjustable angle plate or an angled drill press vise. For blind holes, the process is similar, but the drill is stopped before it penetrates the opposite side of the workpiece. In this case, it is important to carefully measure and mark the drilling depth to avoid drilling too deep.
Let's have a recap of what we have learned today. We have learned to file surface and right angle and check with tri-square. File to size maintaining an accuracy less or minus 0.02 mm. Align the job for angular drilling. Drill through and blind hole. Drill angular blind holes. Thus, we have learnt about drilling through and blind holes at an angle using swivel table of drilling machine. Hope you have a clear understanding on this. Do this exercise with the help of your instructor.